The bitter wind cut across the Washington streets, carrying with it the scent of roasted chestnuts from a nearby vendor. People bustled past in their heavy coats, eyes glued to their phones, heads bent low against the cold. Yet, on the corner of 12th and Pennsylvania, one figure remained still. An older woman, wrapped in a worn army jacket that had clearly seen decades of use, sat with a cardboard sign propped against her knees, "Homeless Veteran. Anything helps. God bless." Her hair was silver, her hands trembling from both the chill and the weight of 1,000 memories. Most passers-by didn't even glance her way. But that afternoon, something unusual happened. Senator John Kennedy, on his way to a meeting at the Capitol, noticed her. He had walked those streets countless times, often too focused on policy papers and briefings to pay much attention. But today, his eyes caught hers, eyes that carried both strength and deep weariness. He slowed, something in his chest tightening. John Kennedy was known for his sharp wit and his quick words in Congress, but in that moment, he was simply a man staring at a human soul forgotten by the world. He stopped, ignoring the puzzled looks of aides following behind him. Slowly, he approached her. "Ma'am," he said softly, bending down so he could speak at her level, "can I ask your name?" She blinked in surprise. Most people threw coins, muttered a word, or ignored her altogether. "Name's Evelyn," she whispered, her voice raspy. "Sergeant Evelyn Brooks. U.S. Army, Gulf War." Kennedy's chest tightened again. He knew countless veterans had fallen through the cracks of the system, men and women who had once served proudly, now battling homelessness, trauma, and neglect. But seeing one here, sitting in the cold, brought that harsh reality face to face. "Sergeant Brooks," he said, his voice firm but warm, "thank you for your service. You shouldn't be out here." Tears welled in Evelyn's eyes. "I've heard that before," she murmured. "But hearing it doesn't change where I sleep at night." Kennedy paused, the weight of her words striking him deeply. In that moment, it was no longer about politics, no longer about speeches or soundbites, it was about this woman, right here, who had been abandoned by the very country she fought for. He stood, turned to his aides, and said something that stunned them all. "Cancel my next meeting. This comes first." Gasps rippled among his staff, but Kennedy ignored them. He bent back down to Evelyn. "Come with me," he said gently. "We're going to fix this, starting now." At first, she resisted. Pride, mixed with years of rejection, made her hesitate. "Sir, I don't need pity." "This isn't pity," Kennedy replied. "This is justice. You fought for us. It's time someone fought for you." With cautious steps, Evelyn allowed him to help her up. For the first time in years, someone was treating her not as invisible, but as valuable. Kennedy personally walked her into a nearby diner, bought